Hi everyone. Okay, so there's a few things I want to apologise for first. Oh, this camera not staying still, one thing. Second thing, my hair being slicked back is just because I had a shower, and that's why I've got a shiny face too. I wasn't putting makeup on just for this video, so I'm a bit all natural. Okay, so, and another thing, if this isn't up before 12, I do apologise. Right now it's 10 o'clock, I'm making this video really late, I've had such a hectic day. Okay, so I'm a bit nervous about doing this tag, but also quite excited, apprehensive, because I don't get like any comments on my videos or anything. I know I've only been doing it, 10 days now, but I don't really get much feedback. So today I'm going to be doing the controversial parenting tag, which I've seen other people's, and some of the negative, some of the comments they get, awful. If I ever got them, I'd probably bawl and bawl and bawl. So yeah, I'm not saying give me negative feedback to never get comments. I'm just saying that it'd be interesting to get some kind of feedback, because this is a controversial parenting tag after all. So I'm expecting some people to disagree and maybe agree. I just like to ask that people just respect my opinions. Everybody's different. I'm not saying if you do it a different way that it's bad and you're bad parents. This is just what I think. So let's get started. Here we go. Okay, the first one is pro-life and pro-choice. Okay, this is a tough one for me. I've always believed in pro-life, but then again, I can understand in some oh my god, what's wrong with me? Circumstances where people haven't got a choice. Like a young girl, like being sexually assaulted, and you know, I don't know, I'm just thinking the worst. But yeah, I've always thought pro-life. To me, as soon as the egg's made, it's a baby. It might be a silly view, but that's just how I've always viewed it. So yeah, that's my view on that. But on the flip side, when it comes to, I can't think of the really posh word. Peter did tell me about 10 minutes ago, and it's gone. If somebody is like terminally ill, I think it's terrible that they have to go to a different country to kill themselves, basically, putting it bluntly. I think it's disgusting. So I'm kind of like one about the other and one about the other. I think if somebody doesn't want to live anymore, they're in agony every day, and they know that they're going to be like it for a couple of years, then they should choose to do what they want with their lives. Baby wearing. Okay. Like I said, never done it with our kids. We've just used the prams, pushchairs, strollers. On Oliver, we had this like sling material thing, and when he was a baby, he was born in April, so when he was about a month old, he was going through, he had acid reflux, so he was up most of the night. So Peter would wrap him up in this sling and walk around the garden with him. Peter enjoyed it as much as Oliver did. Why, I don't know, in the middle of the night, but he did. So yeah, we did a lot of baby wearing with Oliver. He just liked being close to us. Like I said, he had acid reflux, so maybe he felt more comfortable. But with Holly, she was the kind of child who hated being held. She would prefer to be led in a Moses basket, up until the point when she was about 6 months old, when she started like rolling around on the floor instead of calling to us or reaching to us because she was tired. She would just curl up in a ball in the middle of the living room and go to sleep. That was the kind of baby she was. Circumcision. Okay, there's a lot of videos about this. I haven't done enough research. Like in this country, it's not really big. You don't get given that choice. So I don't know why people, most of the videos I've watched are from America, so please comment below and tell me the situation. I have no idea. Like I said, in this country, you're not given the option to. There's not anything that any of the midwives mention from your first appointment whilst pregnant, so I don't really know enough about it, but I will research it and hopefully I'll have a better knowledge. Adoption. I honestly take my hat off to anybody who, one, can give their baby up for adoption knowing that they can't give it the life that they wanted, and you know, somebody else could give them the life that they can't give their baby, and also to the people who adopt I couldn't physically, no matter how much of a dire situation I was in, I couldn't give my child away. So these people are super strong. I've got so much respect for them, and also people who adopt. Me and Peter have always wanted a football team, always. Obviously, after the first child and experience in labour, I was like, okay, maybe not so much. So if, like, I'm older and all my kids have moved out and I still feel like there's something missing, then I would definitely consider giving the child, maybe not so much a younger baby because I wouldn't be able to like run around after it, but I would definitely consider giving a child a better future. So yeah, love adoption, definitely that. Baby piercing, oh god, this is when I'm gonna get a shouting at. Okay, I had my ears pierced when I was young. My mum chose that for me, and I wasn't angry that my choice was taken away. When I had Holly, we didn't know we were having a girl, so I was ecstatic. As soon as she had all her jabs, I took her to have her ears pierced, and I tell you what, it is the cutest thing. I've taken her out in town, and I've had some people going, ooh, no, and I completely respect their opinions. I would never be like, oh, what do you know, and get defensive about it. I completely get it. You know, I've taken the decision away from my daughter. It was a selfish act, but I was grateful that my mum did it, because I am like, have extreme phobias over needles, so I would probably never have my ears pierced. So yeah, I've taken that decision away from her, but I'm sure she'll forgive me. I explained to her my reasons. Breast milk or formula? Breast is best, as plainly as that. I couldn't breastfeed on both my kids for long because it was excruciating. I'm not going to lie about it. So thank God for formula, because if I didn't have formula, then, well, I don't know what I would have done. I love breastfeeding, the bond, everything. Obviously the milk for the baby is just annoying, and the only negative thing that I think about breastfeeding is you just don't know how much they're having, and that I hate that, because I'm such a control freak. I'd like to know everything about when they're sleeping, what they're eating, when, where, why. So the fact that I didn't know how much they were getting, and when I would put Oliver and Holly down after feeding them, and they would cry, I'd be like, oh no, have they not had enough? So yeah, that was the only thing I didn't like about it. But I cried and cried and cried for days on both Oliver and Holly when I couldn't breastfeed any longer. It was sad. I was devastated. Spanking. Okay. Oliver's 3. It's happened very rare occasions. I don't believe in smacking your children. I walk through the streets and see people do it on a whim. I don't like it, but I would never even dream of even saying to someone, oh, you shouldn't do that, never, because it's not my choice and they're not my children. But yeah, sorry about my nose, cold's come on. So yeah, everybody's different. I got smacked by my mum when I was a kid. If you're watching, mum, nasty. I'm joking. Yeah, I got smacked by my mum when I was a kid. It didn't hurt me, no, I'm fine. So it's just something I choose not to. I go about things differently. If that doesn't work, then maybe I'll resort to it in the future. But as of now, Oliver listens. We do naughty step, time out, so it never has to come to that. Co-sleeping. Okay, never done it. It terrifies me. I'm really sorry, but the thought of me and Peter in this bed with a newborn baby terrifies me. It's just not something I would do. Never. Me and Peter are quite heavy sleepers. So when the baby came along, the fact that when the baby stirred and I was up straight away, that shocked me. But oh no, it would just be, imagine rolling over, and oh my god, it just terrifies me. Even if like we maybe had a co-sleeper bed, I've heard about these, you know, where it's like an extra piece on the side for the baby to sleep on. They're great. It just still doesn't appeal to me at all, you know. I've like researched cot death and sudden infant death syndrome, and it's like, you know, maybe lack of oxygen in the area, and no, it just scares me. It just scares me. I wouldn't do it, sorry. Home versus public versus private versus charter school. Okay. The only ones I recognise there. I don't know what charter school is. I'm guessing that's like boarding school, 'cause it's the only one it's come under. Yeah, public schools aren't the best, you know, but as far as I'm concerned, the kids, yeah, you can blame the school as much as you want to, but I personally think it's down to the child, and if you just teach them not to get into peer pressure and don't get involved, yeah, it's hard, and I understand it. I've been a victim of it, but yeah, I could never send my kids away to boarding school, no way, I'd be devastated. Private school, God, if we could afford it, yeah, we would, definitely. Homeschool, no. I think even if I was like a doctor or something, it's just a lot of responsibility, you know. No, I couldn't do that. I really couldn't. It's a lot of responsibility. Vaccinations. This is another one that's quite, like I said, it's kind of, well, yeah, we have a choice in this country, obviously, but it's just something that we've all done, you know. So I don't quite understand why some people wouldn't get their kids vaccinated. Like I said, comment below, let me know what the, you know, problems are. At the moment, there is a measles epidemic going on in a place called Swansea in Wales, where I live, and it's like we've had letters home from school saying that it's spreading through the schools, and I'm just so thankful that both of my kids have had the measles immunisation. I don't even have to worry about that. And these parents who refuse to give their children the measles immunisations are like queuing at the doctors to get their kids to have them. So I don't know, you never really know what will happen, and my kids have never been sick after vaccinations, so like I said, I haven't really researched that topic, but in the case of present day with the measles, I'm definitely very grateful for these injections that we have. Medicating children. Okay, so there's two videos that I've watched on this tag. The first one, the lady was talking about like giving kids paracetamol when they've got a headache, and like to bring temperature down and stuff like that. And then another lady was talking about it as in if a child has ADHD and giving them the drugs that they need. So I don't really know. Sorry, I'm moving about. I can't get comfortable. So I don't really know which aspect they're going about. But like I said, I don't know much about ADHD, so I'm going to go with the other route. So yes, when my children have raging temperatures, I give them Calpol. So yeah, I guess that I'm pro medication. I don't give it them unless they need it. Yeah, right. I'm probably going to go off. Well, it's not off the subject, but I don't know. I'm just babbling. But there was a lady. There's a television show here called This Morning, and it's really good. And there was a woman on there the other day, and they like every so often they have like debates and get people to call in and say whether they disagree or agree. And there was this woman on there saying that she sedates her children to go on holiday, like on the plane. And I was just mortified. I just, how can you justify that behaviour? So then there was another woman on there who was against her and was like, it's the lazy option. If your child's misbehaving on a plane, instead of trying to distract them and make them feel better and make them enjoy themselves, you just give a medication, send them to sleep. It's disgusting. I couldn't even believe that she was going on national television admitting that. What a crazy ass lady. Sorry. Cloth versus disposable nappies. Okay, so we've used disposables on both our children. 5 months ago, I was getting itchy feet and was bored and decided to try cloth diapers. Oh, it was just so expensive, I just couldn't do it. I think if you've got to do it, you've got to know whilst pregnant so you can save up. It's just so expensive to get all the nappies. So we had about 7 of them, so I give it a trial run and just 7 was not enough. And that was like for like 24 hours. It was just crazy. So yeah, I'm definitely pro cloth diapers, you know, for the environment and saving money and everything else. But yeah, it's just not for me. And like I said, unless I plan it thoroughly and whilst pregnant and save up the money, then great. But yeah, I'm definitely not against or anything with those two. Love them both. Cry it out method. I'm all for the cry it out method. I am not a hard cold I was going to swear then, but I won't. I'll keep it nice. I'm not a hard-cold cow. I won't leave a baby screaming for hours and hours. I think that's, you know, bad. It's terrible. But yeah, I've used the cry it out method and it worked amazing. People always comment on the fact that, you know, Holly's been sleeping through since she was 4 months, and Oliver slept through the first time when he was 3.5 months. It's just crazy. They're like, seriously, how, you know? But that is all I did. I just let him cry, and I'd left it about 5-10 minutes, and I'd go back in and make sure he knows that I'm around, go out, and yeah, it worked a treat for us. It doesn't work for everybody, I get that. Every child is different. I'm just lucky. I am lucky. I've been blessed with 2 amazing kids. They are fabulous. Like, they're just amazing. I could spend a whole video talking about them. So yeah, I've just been blessed. I'm lucky. You know, me and Pete have worked hard with them. Like, they're good kids. So I understand that every child's different. It won't work for everyone. But yeah, that's all the topics. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, I'm welcome to all comments you have to say. Just be nice, don't be like disrespectful. I get that not everything I've said is you're going to agree with, and but yeah, I just hope you enjoyed this video. Please like if you did, and I'll speak to you soon. See you tomorrow. Bye.